This week in Jamaica Now, will Andrew Holness call it? All eyes on the Prime Minister to announce the date of the general election on Sunday.
Whatever I have worked hard and honestly for it.
Mr. Holness defends his integrity amid renewed concerns about the source of his wealth. Opposition leader Mark Golding claims he will rescue Jamaica. And the headquarters of Jamaica's military was under lockdown this week. Why? I'm Jovan Johnson and this is Jamaica Now. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is widely expected to announce the date for Jamaica's next general election this Sunday, setting the stage for a high-stakes political showdown for Jamaica House. Traffic disruptions are expected in St. Andrew as the ruling Jamaica Labour Party is set to host a mass rally in Halfway Tree at 4 p.m. There were security concerns as the PNP was initially scheduled to wrap up its parish rallies nearby in Crossroads. But on Friday, the PNP said it rescheduled its parish rally for Kingston and St. Andrew to avoid a clash with the JLP's meeting. General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell says the move is aimed at preventing confrontation, easing pressure on the police and maintaining national stability. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness holds sole authority to call the election, with constitutional deadlines looming. Parliament must be dissolved by September 14, 2025, 5 years after its first sitting since the last election in 2020. Elections must follow within 3 months. But traditionally, general elections are held before the automatic dissolution of Parliament. Both parties have been in campaign mode, with motorcades, parish rallies and workers' meetings taking place almost daily. The JLP is campaigning on Choose Jamaica, while the PNP has countered with Time Come. The last election in 2020 saw the JLP winning 49 seats to the PNP's 14. Some of the major issues in this election campaign include the economy, crime and governance. Opinion polls suggest it will be a tight race. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has declared that he has worked hard and honestly to rise from humble beginnings, telling party supporters last Sunday that he has never relied on handouts. He made the remarks amid ongoing scrutiny about the source of funds behind his earnings and an inconclusive Integrity Commission investigation into his 2021 income declaration.
The story of my life is that I have never been given anything free. I've had to work for anything that I have had. I have said it before and I will say it again. I don't know what a gold spoon looks like. It has never been in my mouth. I have no inheritance or any endowment or any trust fund anywhere. Whatever I have worked hard and honestly for it. I have never gained wealth by exploiting the people. No. And I want to say to you that my ethic is that I believe in working for what I have. By the sweat of my brow, I shall eat bread. And that is the ethic of the Jamaica Labour Party. We work for what we have. And in the same way, we are working for the third term. We are not believing and acting as if we are entitled to a third term. There is no entitlement. Some people behave like they own Jamaica. It's just a matter that time comes for them. It's not a matter that they work for it. It's not a matter that they deserve it. It's not a meritocracy. It's just that time, the effluxion of time. It's just so. But we have never, I certainly have never behaved entitled in Jamaica.
Now, court documents have revealed that Mr. Holness's income and assets were under scrutiny by anti-corruption authorities from at least 2017, as investigators questioned the source of funds behind his net worth, which rose from $350,000 in 1998 to almost $160 million in 2019. It has also emerged that Mr. Holness faced questions about his multi-million-dollar investments in failed unregulated schemes such as Cash Plus and Olint. Now, the details are among the material that Mr. Holness unsuccessfully tried to have struck from an affidavit in a lawsuit he brought against the Integrity Commission, Craig Beresford, the Director of Information and Complaints, and Kevin Stevenson, Director of Investigation. Mr. Holness says the probe into his finances was unfair. Mr. Holness's filings up to 2020, including those featured in the court documents, are certified. But Mr. Holness sought to strike out at least 12 paragraphs and accompanying exhibits from Mr. Beresford's affidavit, claiming they were an abuse of the process, scandalous, frivolous and vexatious. But Mr. Beresford contended that the Prime Minister opened the door to the documents when he asserted that all his declarations from 1997 to 2020 had been certified. The IC team believes that the assertion implicitly suggests that Mr. Holness's 2021 declaration was treated unfairly. A Supreme Court judge ruled on July 31 that the documents are relevant. The judge also handed a win to Mr. Holness by ordering the Commission to disclose certain documents, if they exist, prepared by 3 named investigators who worked on the probe. Mr. Holness was granted permission to appeal unfavorable decisions that blocked certain disclosures. The Integrity Commission says it cannot certify Mr. Holness's 2021 income declaration because he has failed to provide certain details about his expenses. Mr. Holness, however, has rejected that allegation. Opposition leader Mark Golding has launched a blistering attack on the Andrew Holness administration, accusing it of failing ordinary Jamaicans while looking out for their insiders. He was addressing a People's National Party rally in St. Mary on Sunday.
Our country is at a crossroads, and the people of Jamaica must now decide, what kind of country do we want? What path are we prepared to walk as a nation to get Jamaica right again? Because the path we are on, the JLP's path, is not working for most Jamaicans. Cost of living is crushing families. Corruption is running wild in government. And while you are struggling to buy food and to pay your bills, members of parliament and ministers are enriching themselves, including the Prime Minister of the country. We've seen it in the enormous pay rises that they paid themselves after they gave the crumbs to the teachers, 20% over 3 years. And now they are saying to the public sector workers, 0% in the first year. What can go so? This country, our Jamaica, is not a personal slush fund for politicians. Public resources do not exist to serve a political party and the friends of the party. It exists to serve the people, all of the Jamaican people. And the people must take back Jamaica so that things can be better.
The High Command of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is appealing for information on Tuesday's shooting, in which Member of Parliament for Kingston Central Donovan Williams and members of his campaign team reportedly came under gunfire to come forward. Reports are that unidentified men opened fire in the constituency, prompting Mr. Williams' security detail to return gunfire. In a Thursday statement, the JCF assured the public the matter is being investigated thoroughly, impartially and professionally, stressing its zero-tolerance approach to violence, including acts that may be politically motivated. The force urged Jamaicans to reject political violence and help preserve the peaceful nature of the current election campaign. The ruling Jamaica Labour Party, to which the MP is connected, has condemned the incident as an offence to Jamaica's democracy. However, the PNP says it has credible intelligence that the attack was linked to ongoing gang conflict in the area and not political targeting. The Transport Ministry is addressing concerns after several rural school buses were seen malfunctioning during this week's route testing, including some with tyre issues. Videos and images shared on social media show breakdowns, sparking some concern about the decision to buy used buses. Transport Minister Darrell Valls confirmed that there were a few tyre issues, but he says new orders with new tyres are in Jamaica and that they are better suited for Jamaica's road conditions. He insists that all buses will be upgraded before the school term starts in September. The government spent $1.4 billion to acquire the used buses. In Phase 1 of the initiative, 100 buses will be deployed to cover 258 schools across Jamaica, with an additional 10 reserved for contingencies. Students will be charged a flat fare of $50. The opposition People's National Party has been critical of the decision to run the system on used buses. It has expressed concern about the age of the buses while maintaining that they are unsuitable for Jamaica's hilly terrain and pose a safety risk to students and pedestrians. But Mr. Vaz has reiterated that the government has purchased buses of 3 different sizes and will ensure that the size best suited for each route is deployed following the route testing exercise. The Jamaica Defence Force headquarters was locked down on Sunday and Monday after a pistol was discovered missing during a routine audit. 2 soldiers have been detained as investigations intensify. All military bases were confined while the Army conducted full weapons checks. JDF Chief of Defence Staff, Vice Admiral Antoinette Weems-Gorman, says the matter is being treated with the highest urgency, calling the loss deeply concerning and completely unacceptable. The incident comes over 5 years after 2 M16 rifles vanished from the same base. The Army has pledged transparency and says the public will be updated as the probe continues. A Supreme Court judge has ordered a freeze on the assets of developer Andre Motta and his companies Mastercore Limited and Dreams Della Island Limited of up to $30 million. The order follows a lawsuit by retired American couple John and Constance Tomlin, who claimed their St. Thomas retirement home project was abandoned. The couple says they paid over $64 million in 2022, but only 6% of the work was done with glaring defects. Justice Althea Jarrett made the preservation order on July 28 amid allegations of poor workmanship and breach of contract. Court documents reveal the Tomlins claiming they were forced to stay overseas, losing thousands of dollars in expected rental income. Despite an earlier court order to pay over $10 million to the court and disclose spending details, Mr. Motta has failed to comply. Mr. Motta has denied allegations of wrongdoing and blamed the Tomlins project manager for interfering. He called the Tomlins, quote, clients from hell, end quote, and accused them of trying to micromanage the project. Mr. Motta said he had not yet reviewed the full lawsuit, but intends to mount a defense. The case returns to court on October 28. Businessman and JMMB Group CEO Keith Duncan is among 3 Jamaicans who will be conferred with the Order of Jamaica, the nation's 4th highest honor, during this year's National Honors and Awards in October. Mr. Duncan, a prominent advocate for both economic and social development, is being recognized for exceptional service in finance, business and social impact, including his role in Project STAR and as former chair of the Economic Program Oversight Committee. Joining him in receiving the Order of Jamaica are Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie for his work in representational politics and community development, and Marlene Street Forrest, Managing Director of the Jamaica Stock Exchange, for her contribution to capital market development. 35 people will receive the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander, including Jamaican-American entrepreneur Dr. Tricia Bailey, Consul General Alcyon Roach Wilson, sprinter Johan Blake, sociologist and Gleaner columnist Dr. Orville Taylor, talk show host and attorney Emily Crooks Shields, and late journalist Barbara Gale. Among those to receive the Order of Distinction in the rank of officer are singer Etana, footballer Ricardo Bibi Gardner, and late reggae singer Garnet Silk. A total of 141 awards will be presented on National Heroes Day in October, including the Badge of Honor for Gallantry to 13-year-old Adrian Ellis, who saved a schoolmate's life earlier this year. Jamaica celebrated the 63rd anniversary of independence from Great Britain on August 6. One of the highlights was the Grand Gala at the National Stadium in St. Andrew. Here are some of the scenes and faces.
Great pleasure to present this award to a great Jamaican icon. Please acknowledge the man, Leroy Sidley.
And for all the things that I did and all that I do, blessed Lord, give that.
Amazing anthem that day will come to respond classic Who Damn captivates bigger hits, ignite the spirit of reggae with unstoppable energy and conscious lyrics. Ladies and gentlemen, entering now the Fireman Paper Time.
name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First. Holy Emmanuel I, Selassie I, Yeah, it's a great pleasure. You know? Oh, bro, Jamaica! Faster! 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 Everybody!
One of our best voices, an icon of our time, Hugh Beresford Hammond, OJ.
Well, come here. You know, all of you allowed me to tour almost the world. And everyone you know, the world want to come up fast. Because you know why? Not like this. Brand Jamaica, yeah? Feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Say, feel good, feel good.
And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. Follow us on X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram at Jamaica Gleaner, and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. Like this video on our YouTube page, turn on your notifications, and subscribe today. I'm Jovan Johnson.